welcome to the Leftover Pod. I'm Lauren, and here with me, I have Willow.
Hi guys.
It's 2 p.m. here in the UK. Today we're going to be talking about film theory and German expressionism.
Hey Lauren, I watched a live action Aladdin the other day. Have you seen it?
Oh yeah, I love that film. What did you think of it?
It could have been better. I liked it, but I didn't think much of how they portrayed Jasmine.
Oh, what do you mean how they portrayed Jasmine?
Well, if we're talking about film theories, this is the perfect example of male gaze. She is supposed to have been updated and been empowered as a female, but I don't think it really worked.
Now you're saying that, I can think of multiple examples. I hadn't thought about it that way before.
I know. What about the scene where she walked down the stairs?
Oh yeah, and she's in that dress. That's not exactly as if she's nude, but she's definitely presented for the male audience, isn't she?
You are 100% applied the male gaze theory to the film.
Totally agree. Her whole storyline is surrounded by her only being happy once she's with Aladdin. Nothing's changed since the original version.
Even her maid, her life improved by a man.
The song Speechless was a good addition, but nothing changed for her in terms of her objective throughout the film. It was still about her happiness tied to a man.
So we're saying it was good effort but missed the mark.
Yep, the male gaze is very much alive and well in the modern day cinema. Moving on to German expressionism.
Wait, I need an update on that.
German expressionism is really interesting actually. It stemmed from a period in Germany around the 1920s where money had no value and the country was experiencing personal political turmoil.
Wow, I bet that inspires some directors, right?
Correct. So the films that came out of the movement use visual distortion and exaggerated movements to convey misery and internal struggle of the author.
But there are still films like that around today. I'm thinking of Nightmare Before Christmas.
Exactly, Tim Burton is a perfect example. Because he is heavily influenced by the German expressionism movement. Have you seen Edward Scissorhands?
Yeah, it's an amazing film. Which part would you say are most influenced by the expressionist movement?
So, think about the way Edward Scissorhands moves is very disjointed and distorted. I think it represents his internal struggle of not being accepted and feared in society.
It's so amazing to think that somehow that was started roughly 100 years ago. It's still inspiring directors in the modern day now.
Especially considering the up-to-date technology that is allowing us to convey meaning. I hope you enjoyed this episode of our podcast on German expressionism and the male gaze theory. Make sure to listen to our next podcast where we'll be discussing the advantages and disadvantages of board games and video games in society. Thanks for